What's good, YouTube world? It's Jay Coffee Talk, tapping back in with another one, y'all. So peep it. I did a video yesterday regarding MGK, and it's kind of wild the way sometimes things happen, the way in this situation, the way the news cycle worked. You feel me? Yesterday, the video, if y'all want to go check it out, I'll pin the link below, or you can just find it recent on the channel. You know, I believe my previous video to this one, and it was about MGK beefing with a member of Slipknot. As we know, MGK is kind of tapped out of the hip-hop world and is a full-time rock star, I guess, these days, which, you know, a lot of people have lost respect for MGK for that. Like, yo, man, what the fuck's good with that, you know? But aside from that, one of the things that got brought up in the video was that in MGK's past, he had some very sick tweets, creepy tweets, you know what I'm saying? Like some real wicked type ish. I compared it to the tweets of Adam 22, you know, of No Jumper, which those tweets have come up many times, numerous times. And recently he actually ended up tapping in with Whack 100 on Clubhouse, and everyone gave him a pass for the tweets. You can comment with your thoughts on that below. As we know, Milk 74 has never let off Adam 22's head for that. But getting back to MGK, he had some similar type wicked tweets, man, where he's saying very predator, disturbing like comments. And as I'm doing this blog about, you know, MGK, Eminem, Slipknot, I mentioned that, and I'm just kind of like, man, it's surprising no one, to my knowledge, had really ever pressed MGK about that, or it just never seemed to really get brought up. It's kind of odd the way things work. You know, in the music or entertainment world, some artists seemingly just get passes for a lot of things, you know? And then other people are you know, constantly jabbed at by the media for certain things. But out of nowhere, and shout out Lon the Don for tapping in with Coffee and putting me up on game. And for those out there, you know, you watch the videos, always join the discussion in the comments. But you can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and all that. But Lon the Don hits me and puts me up on game that an old MGK interview back from 2013 is kind of resurfaced in the news cycle, and it's pertaining to something what we're speaking about here, about these wicked ass tweets.
Who's your first celebrity crush? I don't care what my first celebrity crush was, because right now it's Kendall Jenner. Damn it, I've said that so many times. I hope that I'm snagging that. Don't let me move to LA. Oof. I'm fighting her.
Count down the days until she's 18?
I'm not waiting until she's 18. I'll go now. I'm 23, dog. Like, I'm not like a creepy age. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm 23, bro. She's 17 and she's like a celebrity. Like, there is no limits right there. Robert Plant, who is one of the greatest lead singers ever. For all y'all don't know, he's sung for Led Zeppelin, dated a girl that was 14. Axl Rose, who was one of the biggest badasses ever, dated a girl that was 16 and wrote a song on his first album about the girl that was 16. I don't care. Say what you want, man. If Kendall Jenner is in your bedroom naked and you're 50, you're going.
So check it out, y'all. That interview was back from 2013. MGK was 23 years old, and Kendall, my bad, y'all, Jenner was 17. And you heard him, like, they're talking about, are you counting down the days till she turns 18? And he just responds very predator-like, wait until she's 18. Like, I don't know, very disturbing to me. I'm sure there's going to be some people out there that say, yo, the man's 23, she's 17. In some places, I believe 17 is legal consenting age. But, you know, what's legal and what's moral, as we know, are very often two different things. But aside from what he said there, did you hear him bringing up Axl Rose, Robert Plant, talking about they had 16 and 14-year-old girlfriends, and just like, I don't know, it's like he's glorifying that, like that was cool or something. And it was almost like he was putting it out there, like, because he's in the music world, or a rock star or hip-hop artist, a celebrity, whatever the case may be, like, there's no limits, it's all good. It's like, what the fuck, man? Like, MGK just on some real full-blown, wicked, predator demon-like mentality, in my opinion. You know what I mean? I don't know like what y'all think. Definitely hit the comments. But when you look at his beef with Eminem, as I pointed out in the Slipknot video yesterday, he was dissing the dude from Slipknot, but was quoting Eminem bars to kind of respond to with a diss in their beef or whatever. And you look at the way their issues started, I totally understand. I mean, listen, I always understood. For those who ain't really aware of what I'm talking about, MGK put out some tweets about Eminem's daughter, commenting on her, and then, you know, in a disturbing way, in my opinion, and just disrespectful and foul, and put at the end of it, yo, but Eminem's king, in the most respectful way, you know, as I stated in my video yesterday, like kind of just like where people will say some real disrespectful ish or something, and then throw at the end of it, no disrespect though, or you know what I mean, or no offense, and then it's all good or something, you know what I mean? Like, what in the fuck are you talking about, man? But you look at that, what he said, and when him and Eminem were beefing, he went on to talk about how Eminem blackballed him from the industry and used his power to keep him out of different radio stations and tapping in and linking with different people in the industry, like closed doors for him, more or less, which was always kind of wild to me because he signed to Diddy, and we know Diddy has got a lot of juice in the game. But I don't blame that. Like he was saying it, you know, to the extent of making Eminem sound like a hater, like just a bitter old man or something. But I totally get now, like looking at these comments that he made in his mentality, like it is fucked up and foul for him. I would be heated if someone talked about my family, period. But then you look at the predator mind state that this guy has, like, yo, that's some real wicked, weird-ish. I definitely understand why M felt the way he did. Not to mention MGK was taking jabs at him, subliminally dissing him and whatnot. But if you look at all his tweets, he goes on talking about how he's a stan, talking about Eminem's daughter, begging Eminem to come to shows. When Eminem finally responded and did diss him, you know, before he dropped Rap Devil, like I was talking about in my video yesterday, he turned up and popped champagne and celebrated. And it's just wild. It's like this dude's got a real wicked predator mindset, and then at the same time was almost like obsessed with Eminem in like a groupie type way. It's all very, very bizarre. Like MGK, as I stated, y'all let me know in the comments what you think. You know, I thought he had some bars, like he was a decent MC. So with him dropping the mic and leaving hip hop alone, I kind of looked at him like, you know, like what the fuck, you were all right, but I don't know, I'm looking at this dude totally different now. And peep it, y'all. Some of the things that he said too about Robert Plant, Axl Rose. Robert Plant is from Led Zeppelin. It's real twisted, man. There is a lot of rock stars out there that, you know, were some straight up PEDOs on some real wicked time. You feel me? Nick Cannon, you know, when R. Kelly got hemmed up this last time, where they're holding on to him for life. R. Kelly will die in prison, as I've stated in numerous blogs. People, you know, get mad at me from time to time, but yo, R. Kelly was a full-blown predator, a danger to society. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I don't see how anyone can look at it any other way. This guy was straight up wicked. Nick Cannon, you know, as he collaborated with him on Gigolo, which was a good song. That's what's wild about a lot of these artists, you know what I'm saying? Just because you tap in with someone's music, you know, obviously it doesn't mean you have to co-sign everything they do. But when you're seeing, you know, they're full-blown, like, wicked demons and ish, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, damn, what the fuck? Like, I really fuck with that song. I look at it all different now. And that's exactly what Nick Cannon said. You know, he originally stuck up for Kells, but then later when he really seen what time it was, he backtracked on those comments and then also threw it out there, you know, saying, aside from R. Kelly, we got to hold Steven Tyler of Aerosmith accountable. You know what I mean? As he was known to run around with some underage girls. Elvis, I'm sure everyone knows the story about Elvis when he was serving in the military. You know, he brought a foreign general or sergeant or someone with some, rank in whatever country that was. Was it Germany? I can't remember, y'all. You guys can comment. He brought the daughter back, and I believe she was only like 14 years old and ended up marrying her when she was 18. And Elvis said, he didn't do anything with her until he was age. I highly doubt that. That's some real predator type ish. Bringing back a little girl, and the father was okay with it. You know what I mean? Like, this is some sick ish. Then you got Jerry Lee Lewis, who married his own underage cousin or niece or something like that. David Bowie, Jimmy Page, and Robert Plant. Like I already said, Plant is from Led Zeppelin. So is Jimmy Page. They all, there's a underage, well, obviously now this girl is of age, but there was a girl who was only 14 years old back then who claimed that she was with all these rock stars, you know what I mean? And it's just sick and twisted. She even kind of says one of them, in a sense, kidnapped her. For real, like, go dig in and do your research and you can find it. It's all out there, and it just really shows you how twisted the music scene is. You know what I mean? Like, we obviously know Hollywood, the entertainment world, the music industry definitely has some dark secrets. But what's so disturbing about all this is that a lot of this wasn't really secrets. You know what I'm saying? Like, this stuff was kind of straight up out there. You know what I mean? Like, if you talk to some people of that generation, they'll kind of say to you, yo, times were different back then. That should, like, I don't know, man. I don't know how people seem to accept this. If anyone does see this video who is a bit older, please join the discussion in the comments. Like, when people say it's a different time, like, people were allowing this to happen, or were these predators still kind of creeping around back then, or what? You know what I mean? I don't know. Or is it just because of the fame, like going all the way back to MGK in this conversation? Like, comment, y'all, and let me know if you caught that vibes from him too, where he was saying, for entertainers, there's no limits. It's really sick when you think about it, man. And if you go on and listen to the rest of that interview, MGK just says a lot of very odd, bizarre comments, man. He just seems to have like a deviant like mindset, But that's all I really got. I'm gonna cut it short on this one. I'm interested to know what everyone thinks about this. Why were these entertainers allowed to be straight up predators, going on tour, roaming around the country? With R. Kelly, as we know, he beat some charges back in the day, but when that documentary came out, the docu-series, The Surviving R. Kelly, it kind of got these conversations back going to the point where, they came at him with some legal action and he was indicted. Do you think we'll ever see that with any of these other artists who've been known to do this wicked like ish? Jump in the comments. Let me know what you thought about MGK. And like I said, it's just wild. I do a video about MGK, Slipknot, and Eminem, and I just happened to mention these very bizarre tweets. Like, comment, y'all. Have you seen these tweets floating around the blogosphere, around this digital world before, and said to yourself, like, yo, what the fuck is good with that? And like, no one's never asked them about this creepy, wicked tweets like that he just puts right out there on the net. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of thought to myself sometimes, were these tweets fake? I used to think that kind of when we would see some of them Adam 22 tweets, as I'm sure a lot of people are aware. There's a lot of Photoshop tweets that are out there. You know what I'm saying? But no, Adam 22's tweets were official. They were real. And so were MGK's. And it just goes to show you, man, there's just a lot of demons floating around being celebrated in society. And that's some wild-ish, man. So let's talk in the comments. New viewers, make sure to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell as well. If you're new, we talk all different topics over here. Music, news, sports, and more. Every day we talk. Once again, shout out to the bro, Lon the Don. And I'm out of here, y'all. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.